Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV, a victorious Redmen TV, a happy Redmen TV, a reinvigorated Redmen TV as Liverpool travelled to Budapest to take on RB Leipzig in the Champions League and beat them by 2-0. Salah and Mane both capitalising on mistakes at the back after intense Liverpool pressing performances from the midfielders, and the team as a whole gave the Reds an almighty platform for success in the game. And what a performance all round from the Reds, really, to a man, really, across the pitch. Ozan Kabak making just the second appearance of Liverpool's Champions League debut for us, and looking really assured at times. Still, obviously, plenty of improvement, I think, there potentially from the Liverpool defensive partnership, and whether it'll be him and Henderson or him and Fabinho or him and Davies, time will tell. But a good performance, a clean sheet, which is exactly what you're looking for in this kind of situation. Go and get 2 away goals and then shut up shop. And, yes, we needed Alisson to make a couple of good saves, which is great. That's why you have a top-class goalie. You can already see the development between him and Kabak. There's one moment where Alisson comes out, shouts, gets the ball, as you would have it. Perfect. But yeah, brilliant. A thoroughly thrilling game of football. So entertaining. A joy to watch once again. And the result no less than Liverpool deserve for the work rate and endeavour that they put in on the night. Right, you can interact with the show in a whole host of ways. If you are a YouTube member or any tier, that is First Teamer, Wonder Kid or Cult Hero, then you get access to the live chat. Just put Mate and you comment on this match and I'll read through some of them first. Then I get a few from Twitter and then I'll come back to the live one, so you've got plenty of time to get involved in the chat here on YouTube. Just like the lads have already, Luke Burns saying good win that. Kieran Orr saying, mate's top stream as always. Nice to see a competent performance and the strikers being a tad more ruthless. Jones and Thiago, brilliant, and Kabak look decent. Hope you're feeling okay. Yeah, feeling a bit better, thank you, mate. FBL Skills. Do you reckon Hendo and Kabak will play together for the foreseeable after a good performance tonight so they can build more of an understanding? Maybe. I think it depends. I think when Fabinho's back, we'll know. I suspect Fabinho is ahead of Henderson in defensive pecking order, but equally, the range of passing Jordan Henderson's put on display there, I don't think he's good as good a defender as Fabinho, but I think we all knew that anyway. But yeah, his all-round play, Henderson was fantastic there, so it's definitely a conversation to be had. Welcome aboard, Joseph Donaghy as a first teamer. Let you guys your comments in there, mate, and I'll read them through in a mo. The Hero Reds and dominant performance, you reckon? I do. Not perfect, but that could easily have been how the game went against Leicester. It could have been, and yeah, we created a better goal against Leicester. We had to work really hard for that one. If we'd just been a little bit more switched on defensively and a bit more luck with the VAR decision, I could quite easily have seen that Leicester game being a 2-0 to Liverpool, but sometimes things go against you and sometimes the house of cards comes crashing down around you. Liverpool kept their heads and they stuck to the game plan and they stuck to the mission statement of let's go and fight and work and give everything we've got in the game, and they got the just desserts for it. Stephen Cavani, or Cavani, sorry. Great result from the boys tonight. Clean sheet will give the boys a boost, especially Ali. Clean sheet number 50 sets up nicely for the second leg up the mighty Reds. Agreed. The best thing about that is now, you've got 3 weeks until the second leg, and that gives you an opportunity, hopefully, to get some players back. Obviously, we don't really know this season, do we? Hopefully get a bit more fun, be a bit more settled. And obviously still a big game. Leipzig will come and throw absolutely everything at us in that game, and there's a chance we won't have the advantage of being at Anfield as well, depending on travel restrictions and what have you. So still far from done and dusted, but to go and get getting one away goal was mission number 1. We've gone and got 2, and then we've added a clean sheet, and obviously therefore getting the win as well. So yeah, really good, all told there. Enjoyed it. Ashley Fritz and Major forgot what it was like to win. Back 5 are good. Jones fire. Salah looks so sharp. Salah's been brilliant this season. I think he had a very little dip, and everyone turns their attentions to him, I think, a little bit unfairly. He's better than he was last season, and we won the league. He's doing everything. Maybe he needs to add a couple more assists, because he does normally get a lot of assists in a season as well. But in terms of his goal output, he's been carrying the team, and he has been great. And it's great to see Mane actually get a goal, because I think he needed a goal more than Mo really did tonight. But no, really good all told, to be honest. James Lynn with the £5 super chat saying Thiago showed his class, as if it was ever in doubt. I mean, I know it's become a little bit of like flavour of the month. You have to try and find a player to scapegoat. We've always got one. It always seems to be amongst Liverpool's fan base, and I don't know who these people really are. Sometimes it's people in the pub, sometimes it's more over in people online. You don't know how old they are, basically. But it's mad that someone of Thiago's undisputed quality has been having it disputed by a few people online. That was what we bought him for, you know, in terms of how he pressed and how many times he won the ball back and how many times he got us on the front foot and just looking to play quick, incisive passes. That was a really, really encouraging performance from Thiago Alcantara. Welcome aboard, Josh Dolan and Luke Gala as well, guys. I say if you want to use your opportunity to get your comments in, please do, and I'll read them in a moment. Yes, Chaz McDonald said, mate, Sadio Mane, best player in the world. Thiago showing class, Kabak looked better, Hendo and Trent passing like Bello. Great team performance. Come on, yeah, completely agree with that. Trent in particular. In fact, I'm going to just pop over to Twitter, so people over on YouTube, get your comments in now. I'll be back to the YouTube comments in a couple of minutes. I'm just going to fly through some tweets that we got in. First and foremost, from Mark Ferg, who says, absolutely perfect European away day, 2 away goals and a clean sheet. Was expecting a better performance from RBL, to be honest. Just looked quite poor at the back and in possession. Played to our strengths. Bring on the second leg. Yeah, look, they went toe-to-toe with us, didn't they? They tried to in terms of their pressing and intensity and all that kind of stuff. And they caused Liverpool problems. We found it very difficult to play our way through them. But it almost like it took Liverpool a little bit of time, and then we recognised how well to deal with it. Or maybe it was just that the game plan that had been planned for kind of kicked into gear. It was a brilliant game. That first half was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. You know, it was end-to-end, physical, high intensity, and Liverpool had some good chances, and I'm glad that we were able to carry that on in the second half, because it would have been disappointing to see us not capitalise. I haven't put that kind of shift in. Liam _ Bergen, great performance that. The front three looked good as new tonight with the press and the finishing. Thiago was a beautiful human being. Jones played well as always. Kabak and Henderson were great against a good attacking team, and Alisson seems to be getting his confidence back up the Reds. Yeah, absolutely. Again, good to see some more Thiago love. Good to see more love for Curtis Jones, who 20 years old, what an absolute superstar in the making we've got there. And yeah, loads of love for Ozan Kabak, who just looks like a defender, doesn't he? He just looks like a professional defender, which is great. Right, Max, slow dance AR, fantastic result and performance, thoroughly deserved. Could be things to criticise, but I'm not going to think too hard about that. Bring on the bitters. And we'll do a bit more in this. We're going to be doing the Final Word show tomorrow on the redmentv.com, which you can get if you go over and subscribe to that. Where we'll do an hour, and we'll really pull this game apart and see what all the bits and pieces are to talk about in that game. In fact, they've got Mo Salah's goals up on the screen as I talk about this, and you can see he's on target for probably his second best season that he's had as a Liverpool player, which is fantastic. But yeah, there's no need to focus on the negatives. We've been drowning in negatives for the last month. So yeah, accentuate the positives, have a big smile, and enjoy the rest of the night is what I say. Kevin and Keshan said, my thoughts and prayers are with Everton right now. We simmered just in time for the main course on Saturday. Yeah, and being able to, to rest a couple of lads in midfield toward the back end of the game, make sure Salah got wrapped up as well in the last couple of minutes of the match. So that's as good a preparation as you want for a Merseyside derby. It still represents their best chance of winning a game at Anfield in God knows how long, and it will be a hell of a game. But yeah, I think we should all feel loads happier about the situation right now, given the performance we've just seen from the Reds there, definitely. Eric, so that's more like it. Now for some consistency in winning would be nice. Kabak and Jones had great games. Yeah, good to see, very good indeed. I said so much here for the love for Jones, and here's one actually. Luke Kelly, wow, the professionalism shown in that performance was unreal. Curtis Jones, boss as always in midfield. Kabak and Hendo, very impressive at the back, and also very happy with Salah helping Trent defensively. Support and back this team and the manager, and it will pay dividends. It already has done. We've seen so much evidence of it, and it's a shame that a few people lose their heads a bit too quickly on it. I think it's sad more than anything else. I feel sorry for people who aren't able to keep their heads, and I understand it's a mad world. And there's so many crazy things going on that we're all losing our heads far quicker over all kinds of different things, and rightly so. there's far bigger pressures on us. And then when you add football pressure, which is meant to be fun, it's understandable. But yeah, look, Jurgen's boss, and we all know it. The person I want to just talk about briefly is just Trent. Yeah, Trent was absolutely outstanding. Let's go through some more comments here live on YouTube. Always good fun. Welcome to GSC 9691 as a first team member. Thank you so much for that. James Lim, Ali still needs to practice his kicking. He doesn't though, really, does he? Because he's brilliant at it. Upamecano looked awful. I disagree. I thought he was fine, to be honest. I mean, he was the one who didn't absolutely capitulate under the pressure of the night. He was fine. What's telling is that I know what the best defender in the world looks like. It's Virgil van Dijk, and he casts a long shadow over everyone else who tries to play that position in world footy. And Upamecano's still young, and he's got a long way to go. And going to Bayern Munich tells you, that he is an absolutely brilliant footballer, and he will be that, and he'll be at the top of the game probably for years to come. But will he ever be as good as Virgil van Dijk? Probably not, and that's not a disrespect to him. It's just that very few footballers will ever get to the level that Virgil has been at. So yeah, Luke Burns saying man of the match Jones really epitomised a great team performance, and also Kabak looked comfortable for only a second game. Yeah, completely agree with that. James Lim also saying how the Manx didn't win against Leipzig's beyond me. Everyone was world class. Thiago and Mane, man of the match to me. Good shouts. Brian Glow saying if Curtis can put a performance like this consistently, he's going to have one hell of a career. Absolutely. He's such a talent. He's so talented. Nunzi with the £5 super chat. Thank you so much. Shout out to my young and Isabel, who's been in lockdown watching this shape for the last 3 months. She's happy now. Great job, Redmen, as usual. Though, thank you so much. And a big shout out to Isabel. I hope you're coping well, and hopefully Liverpool can put a little bit of a smile on your face in spite of a bit of a woeful situation. Sean Horan saying first time passes put them under pressure, and we created our own look. Kurt and Trent impeccable. Love the watch along, lads. Pulse Ring of Fire. Yeah, you have to watch the live watch alongs if you want to know more about that. Woo! Yes, and Imran Adam, just to round us out here, saying, made perfect European away performance to shut up the Klopp doubters. We're still believers. #in Klopp we trust. Of course we do. Of course you do. Look, everyone's allowed to have a little bit of a wobble, psychologically, mentally, given the trying and testing times we're all going through at the moment. But don't lose the faith in this Liverpool side. My God, look what they delivered us. This is how good Liverpool can be, and we're still missing, we're still missing Van Dijk, Gomez, Matip, Jota, Keita, Fabinho. You could argue that 4 of them could be in our best team. Or certainly within the couple of subs to get made as well, yeah. So Liverpool are really good, and we should have faith that Liverpool will not only be better when they get more players back, but they will be better when they continue to buy players, and they'll be better in years to come. And this is not a flash in the pan Liverpool that's going anywhere, hopefully. Merseyside Derby, Luton. We'll find out more about that at the weekend. But yes, Chris will be here very, very shortly with the player rating. So stick around. You get to vote live in the live chat for who you think was the man of the match and who got the highest performance out of 10. And then we're back with the instant match reaction after that. But if you want more from us, do subscribe to the redmentv.com. You get not just excellent content in and around the match, but excellent documentaries, interviews and series as well. And if you join as a club legend on there, you get access to our Discord group, you get free merchandise, discounted merch, and a whole host of extra added bonus cool features as well, and more to come that we'll be adding to that in the coming weeks and months as well. So perfect time to become a subscriber to the redmentv.com. We love you guys. I'll be back in a little bit. See you soon. Ta-ra. Thank you so much for watching the Redmen TV YouTube channel. Everything we do here is funded by our wonderful subscribers to the redmentv.com. Get over there, sign up and get amazing additional content, interviews, documentaries, mini-series, and of course additional pre and post match day content.